Hello, everybody. We are going to move on to Unit 5, Lesson 10. This is a nice review lesson for long division. We're going to start with whole numbers, and then we're going to start to compare it with our base 10 blocks, like those hundreds squares and the tens rectangles, ones little squares. So let's review long division to start for today's lesson, and we're dividing 657 by 3. This is how long division gets set up. What you're trying to fit into the number goes on the outside, and then we're going to try to see how many of it we can fit into each number, working from the highest value first. So first I'd be looking at the 3, and I want to see how many can I fit into the 600s spot. And I can fit 2. And so notice that my 2 is written above the 6 because I was seeing how many 3s in the 6, and that's technically 600. And so it's 200. So I'm going to put it in the hundreds place. 3 times 2 is 6. So that means 6 minus 6, I get nothing left over. I pull down the next value. 3 into 5. I can fit one of those in. And 3 times the 1 would only be 3. So that would give me 2 left over. I need to pull down from the next section. So I pull down the 7 to make that 2 a 27. 3 into 27 fits 9 times, and 3 times 9 is 27. Notice I have nothing left over. There's no more numbers to pull down. So that would mean that 219 would be my solution. A lot of people use graph paper or turn their lined paper sideways to create columns with their long division, because it is very, very important that your 2 stays above the hundreds, the 1 was above the tens digit, the 9 was above the ones digit. If we have that move around, it changes our answer as well. On the next slide here, I'm going to show you a common mistake. So if we look at this one, we have 3 into 9, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, and that means there's nothing here. So I'm going to pull down the 0. Well, I don't know about you, but that didn't work, so I'm going to pull down just the other number, and 3 goes into 6 twice. And we subtract 6, nothing left over. We'll just fill this extra space with a 0. The mistake that happened here, you're saying, or the person who solved this, is that 3 into 0, 3 goes into 0 twice, because it's over the 0, it's over the tens digit. That's not true. What we should have done here is made this a 0, because 3 doesn't go into 0, so we can't get any out of the tens digit, but we can get 2 out of the ones digit, which had 6 there. 3 groups of 3 fit into that 6. Okay. We'll try one more here. All right, here's our next one. Again, this would be a good place for you to pause the video, attempt, and then see my solution after this. So feel free to hit pause now, solve it. Hopefully you tried and this is what you came up with. So if I'm looking at my values, 3 goes into the 900s digit 3 times, and it goes in nicely where I have nothing left over, so I'd pull my 4 down. 3 goes into 4 only once, and 3 times 1 is 3. 4 take away 3, I would have a remainder here of 1, so I have to pull down my 8. 3 goes into 18 6 times, and I would have nothing left over, nothing else to pull down, and get a solution of 316. So I'll share with you a few long division problems where you should get whole number answers. We're not doing division right now. Practice this skill without a calculator, please. And then we'll move on to using some visuals along with this.